A woman close to the man who was found dead in a van parked at the Kalispell Walmart paints a better picture of what led 61-year-old David Martinez to a tragic and untimely death. MTN's Nicole Miller spoke to his fiance, who remembers him as a loved and wanted man whose declining health helped seal his fate.
I met David when I was 16. He was a surfer, and he was handsome and funny and exciting, and I fell in love with him. He was my very first love.
KADIE Wilson says she will never forget the love of her life.
Look at that man.
Her fiance, David Martinez. The 61-year-old man found dead earlier this week in a parking lot inside his van.
This gentleman was found in the early morning hours of the 29th, deceased in his van and that he'd been living in the Walmart parking lot.
But Wilson says there's been some misconception.
David Wiley Martinez did not die a homeless indigent man in the Kalispell parking lot of Walmart.
While it was thought that David Martinez was a homeless man, his fiancé says he actually had been living in this home with her until they got in an argument in about mid-November about his diabetes.
Came home from the doctor and he told me that he had to go on the injectables. A rash started on his calf, on his leg. And it slowly, over about a month, covered his entire body.
In a lot of pain and his health declining fast, Wilson says Martinez told her he was giving up. She says they got into an argument, he left, and she never saw him again.
Because of all the medications and the pain and going on the injectables and it not working, not getting his blood sugar where it needed to be, he did talk about that he was, done. We couldn't take any more.
And Wilson says she just wants people to know he was a good man and a loved man.
He was a man who was very loved and wanted. And I'm so sorry that this happened.
Nicole Miller, MTN News, Kalispell.
And Wilson says she was planning a paddle out memorial for Martinez, and she says they plan to paddle out into the ocean and spread his ashes over the ocean where he loved to surf.